Good morning. We are at Icy Strait Point, and it's finally a beautiful day. The sun was out a little bit, and I think we're going to go ashore. No, we are. We definitely are. I'm hoping some of these clouds will lift a little bit more because it's quite beautiful when it's a little sunny out.
Yesterday we were supposed to get off in Skagway, but the winds were over 50 miles an hour and we had to use a tender to get off the ship, and it was just not safe, so they scratched that stop.
You see
yesterday
the gondola over there?
Yeah, there's a gondola over there.
Or chairlift of some sort.
So we're looking to get off on this one. Welcome to Hubbard's Journey. Today we are doing a video on Icy Straits, Alaska. What can we tell you about Icy Straits, Alaska? It's a pier. It's not a tender.
Yeah, it's true. Yes.
It could get canceled. A lot of cruises in Alaska get canceled because of weather. Cruise ships can get canceled because of weather, but that's not what I meant. What I meant was itineraries. Ports of itinerary can get canceled.
Yeah.
Seas, high swells. So
sometimes
just to
the cruise can't get in there. Depends on what's going on. So absolutely.
You need to be mindful of that when you're booking your excursions. If you happen to be booking an excursion not with the cruise ship, make sure it's refundable, because it does happen.
Absolutely. Yes.
Matter of fact, we missed a couple of ports. Was it 2 ports or 1 port?
Just one.
We missed 1 port. That one was Ketchikan?
No, that one was...
Yeah, it was
Skagway.
Skagway we missed. And we wanted to go there because that one had the train.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
So back to Icy Strait. Want to make sure that if you do book an excursion, make sure it's refundable. If you do it through the cruise ship's 100% refundable. And what do we know about Icy Strait and excursions?
Good morning. We are at Icy Strait Point. We are walking on the gangplank over to the land. It's finally a beautiful day. It's not windy. The sun is peeking out. And we are very happy to be here.
They're expensive.
They're always expensive in Alaska, so that you do have to be mindful of that. You should really look into making sure that they're refundable if you do them outside. And if you do an independent, you probably want to do it ahead of time because they're not readily available to you when you get off. If you're familiar with like cruising in the Mediterranean or the Caribbean, more or less the Caribbean, when there are like tons of people waiting to take you around and do things, that's not the case. So when we got off, there's like this little like tram that takes you from one section over to another section. There's a little gift shop area, and then there's a gondola that takes you halfway up, and that's free.
It's free.
To there.
Yeah, because I think...
And then...
Go ahead.
Once you get up there, you're like a little captive audience. Do you want to go further up? Well, then you got to pay for that. So we didn't go all the way up.
We did not go all the way up.
Yeah. We wanted to kind of do a walking area of what was there. So we just rode it halfway up, and that was pretty cool.
It was free. Halfway up was free, and there was a gift shop. There was a nature trail. Right? Am I missing anything?
Nature trail. Yep. So we walked back through the nature trail. Going on a nature trail. Or walk.
So we're going to walk back. So we took the gondola up. We're going to walk back.
Yep.
On a nature trail. That's pretty cool. Someone put that together with all those little rocks. I guess that means good luck. Can you put one on it for me?
Let's see. Let's see if we can get it right above.
Oh, no. Oh my God, you did it. You did a great job.
Apparently he threw a nut at one of those other people.
Oh no.
He finished it and then threw it at him. So I wanted to see if he was going to do something similar. Look at him eating all that stuff off of that.
Oh, he's a cutie.
That was kind of cool because it was a nice day.
And it's called Sky Peak. Sky Peak is the next one going up. cable car. Is it cable car or gondola? Gondola?
Gondola.
Gondola. Going up to the next level. That does cost money. There's zip lines up there. There's Adventure Center up there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff up there. And it
Yeah.
costs money,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Like Andrea said, everything in Alaska is expensive, especially excursions. So we took the nature trail back.
Yeah.
Which was
and walked along the the water edge and the road and headed into town.
That's right. HooNah, Alaska. So when we're walking towards HooNah, there's a big killer whale statue. You'll see these beautiful piers with these long stilts holding the piers up, and you'll be able to do amazing photos. They have ships coming in, fishing ships, fishing boats coming in, coming out. We did see whales in that channel where you see the fish coming in.
We could actually, the funny thing is, it was so quiet, we heard them first. Do you remember?
That's true.
Right there. There he is.
Yeah, we heard their spout kind of making some noise, that poof sound.
Yeah, that's what brought our attention to the whales, was the and you could hear it, and then we'd look out there. Oh, there's one over there. So you can see whales, but it's not like a whale excursion. But maybe you could check it off as a whale excursion. We did.
Yeah.
So when you walk towards the town, you'll see that. You'll see the killer whale statue. Great photo moment. You'll see the open bay area where the fishing boats are coming in and out. Great photo moment. Andrea was going to actually go in the water just to say she did it. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
She goes in the water everywhere we go. I don't.
We knew somebody else who did. We didn't see them do it, but we heard about it after the fact.
Yeah.
I said, oh, if I had a bathing suit on, I might have done it.
Yeah. Well, you put your feet in.
Yeah, I did.
You put your feet in, so she was kind of technically
picked up
in
some
the
of the
water.
rocks. Those were cool.
Yeah, she was. The rocks. We brought rocks back that had etching in the rocks, and the
different
etching,
colors, sediments.
different colors. Volcanic. You could tell that they were melded together by lava,
pressure, and things like that. Yeah.
So when we walk to HooNah, it's a nice walk. It's flat. And you'll see this.
There were some hills.
There were some hills?
Yes, there were some hills.
Right when you walk out of the port area.
Oh, okay.
Once you walk out of the port area, there's like a sidewalk and then there's a waterfall there, and there's a little monument there talking about it. And then you come in, and if I recall, there's a sign that says "Welcome to HooNah," and we got halfway into the town. I says, are we in the town yet? I can't tell if we're in the town or we're not in the town.
And I said, I think we missed the town.
She thought we missed the town. I couldn't tell because it's kind of...
It's very remote, let's say.
We happened to see a police officer. I flagged him down. Hey. He says, how can I help you? I says, where's the center of town? He says, you're in it. He said, you're in it. I said, oh, okay. And I says, there any restaurants? Is there any bars? Is there anything here in town? He says, if you keep going to the end there.
I think it was a VFW or something?
There was a restaurant there across the street from the state park. There was a state park there. And then across the street from the state park. It's a walk.
There was nobody in there.
Nobody in there. We met a couple of other people, locals in there.
Yeah.
And we were looking for bear. Because where we sat, there was windows everywhere. You'll see it in the video. Windows everywhere. And we're out looking for bear.
They said they could see some.
They've
seen
bear.
it before.
Yeah.
Because in the stream, looking for salmon and fish.
So we spent a good maybe hour or two there and just meeting locals, talking to locals. It was a good time doing that. Mm-hmm. But it's a walk. It's not. Yeah. It's a walk. And then we headed back.
And when we walked back, remember we saw the eagle's nest.
Oh, that's right.
The bald eagle's nest. In someone's yard.
Someone's house.
Someone's house.
So on the way there, I think we
She
noticed
flagged us
it.
down.
On the way there, we noticed it, and on the way back. And she kind of flagged us down and said, hey, come on in. We went into her driveway and her yard, and the eagle's nest is right in her driveway. She had a book with laminated photos,
Yeah.
like photo protectors, showing us all the different eagles and what she named them. If you would tip her, that would be nice.
Yeah.
And there was locals doing excursions would pull up with like a private bus of maybe 6-7 people to this woman's house,
Yeah, just to show
and
them
that
the
was
eagles.
part of an excursion that
Yeah.
someone paid for, and we just happened to walk down the street running into it.
That's true.
So we took the main drag all the way through HooNah. At the very end was the post office, past the post office, and then we went to the restaurant, and then we walked back. And that's right, the eagles, we saw the eagles, saw a great sunset. And then when we got back to the port, what do?
Oh, I had a drink.
She had a drink. Let me tell you about this drink. Expensive. Everything in Alaska is expensive, but this drink was worth it. It had everything in it.
Yes.
It had everything except the kitchen sink.
It had a crab leg in it.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I think it was a Dungeness crab, not a king crab, but it was a Dungeness crab leg.
But it was delicious, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, what was the name of the house? It's called the Crab House. So the Crab House is right there in the port. It
was right on the water edge.
Right on the
we just kind of
water's
sat
edge.
down. The weather got nice. The sun came out. We just sat and relaxed and watched the water and had a drink.
Oh yeah, I think we had two. I think we had two.
That's probably true.
I think we had two. You had two. I had a half of it, and I think I had a beer. All local stuff. It was amazing. If you do go to Icy Strait and you like Bloody Marys, it may be worth a stop. About $28-32 is what it ran into, US dollars. And in that whole area, you'll see the history of the port area. You'll see that they've got like a museum. They got craft stores there. So if you choose not to do an excursion, or if you choose not to walk into HooNah, which is not much there, it is a walk, there's all kinds of stuff to do in the port area. All kinds of stuff that you can do, based on.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there was
laid back.
Very laid back. I like the port. I think it's a great photo moment port. We did run into a individual that was dressed in his ancient Alaskan attire, just walking around the port area.
I think he was probably doing
a dance
a
or something.
presentation or some sort. Yeah.
But it was cool. We got a
picture.
shot of him. And when in the types of excursions in Icy Strait, whale watching, bears, something to do. You saw a thing with bears.
Brown bears. Looking for brown bears. You can go on a hike with people.
Yeah, brown bears.
And they'll take you out looking for brown bears. There's the salmon bakes. There's a lot of like wildlife. It's you like not only just but like we mentioned the birds, bald eagles, dolphins, whales, seals.
But there's things that if you don't want to spend the money on an excursion, but I got to believe most people will, because this may be their trip of the lifetime. Going to Alaska could be the trip of a lifetime, and no one does it again. But my experience is most people who've been to Alaska have been many times. Don't you have the same experience? Like talking to people?
Yeah.
Alaska,
they don't want to go back again. Once you experience it once, you want to go back again and see it again. And it's just, it's breathtaking to take in that view and be almost like in the middle of it. It's kind of interesting.
It's very cool. And congratulations to you for booking an Alaskan cruise. Make sure you dress properly. Make sure you have some sort of rain gear. Because rain is pretty much gonna happen.
I agree.
All right. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. We would love to hear your comments and questions. And we'd love to know when you're heading to Alaska, and if you booked any excursions. We'd like to know what excursions you booked. Right?
Yes.
All right. Thanks for coming along on Hubba's Journey. Ciao for now.